Good afternoon, everyone. I'm from Amarillo, the cold country, so came down here to warm up, and I can't stand the humidity. It's really something down here. I'm melting, I'm continually melting. So I want to let you know about a new project that we have. We just recently received a grant from the HEB company for about $5,500, I believe it was, to get this very special high-resolution Canon camera, an EOS DSL with fisheye lens, 180 degrees, so it's able to take a hemispheric view of the heavens. And I'm going to show you all the fancy things it does, but mainly it can look at the sky quality brightness, the sky quality color. It shows you light domes and all the things that you really can't get from just a regular sky quality meter, which is just about this size right here. So if you haven't got one of these, and you get one now, you probably have to pay a little bit more due to tariff costs or whatever we have going on. But you'll need one of these to work on your proposals, okay? Now, the thing about the camera is it's not just a camera. It has a very specialized software that was developed by Andrej Mohar of Slovenia, and several of us in the group on the board, basically Cindy, myself, and Gordon, and Madeline. I think that was 2 or 3 hours that we went through.
That was a 4-hour training.
My gosh, it was 4 hours of training. It was way too much stuff. To tell you that, I'm telling you that because there's a lot of complicated things that this particular instrument basically can do. It produces images of the full sky, including the ground, the horizon, and certainly light domes that are over 100 miles away from where you set it up. So you set it up at 360 degrees in any direction. It can look at the sky brightness, the corrected color temperatures, and all those things from your location. And basically, it's a highly scientific program that is produced. Universities can use it, or basically we can use it. And of particular interest, of course, is the light, artificial light sources, and it's capable of also programming forward in the software to show you what happens if you change lighting colors, and also the type of lightings that you use. It can program ahead to see what your view would be like. So without further little ado here, let me get out of this and go right to the sky quality camera itself, which is right here. So the first thing that you see, and there's a lot of data on here, so I won't have you read it all, but basically what you're looking at this first image is a RGB red, green, and blue image, which is just your normal white light view. And what we're seeing in the photograph, or image I should say, is the little red dots indicate the stars. There are about 30 stars that are utilized to set up the orientation of the sky. When you do this, you take a picture or an image for about 60 seconds or more or less, depending on your light area of darkness and or light pollution. You have to put in the latitude, the longitude, the time, and the program automatically computes and figures out where the stars should be, and basically uses those as guides for making the calculations that are basically present. So this is an azimuth view. That is, you're looking up at the sky, and so in 360 degrees you can look at various locations. This one was done at West Cave Discovery Center, just not too far from Dripping Springs, right? And if you look, we have the various communities listed. On the left we have Austin, which is 40 kilometers away, and we have basically Marble Falls, 30 kilometers, and then San Antonio, 104. And as you look at the horizon, you can already begin to see the light dome showing up in just a regular normal light. But look what happens when you flip this over to, say, the sky brightness color. And immediately when that happens, now things are really starting to show up pretty significant. The software allows you, as you move your cursor, to, on the right-hand side, give you the visual magnitudes per arc second squared. In other words, the sky brightness. You'll notice it goes down and gets better, I should say, gets better, goes up to 20.25 in that example, where it's the darkest at the zenith. And then as you come back towards the horizon, it gets much worse. So this is something you really can't do quite accurately with your sky quality meter. The sky quality meter is designed to look straight up at the zenith and look at the sky brightness in that location. I guess you could tilt it and have it do that, but that's not what it's designed to do. I believe all of you know what the sky brightness really means, the visual magnitude. Maybe we should mention very quickly that anytime this instrument or the camera takes an image, it's looking at an extremely small little area of angular measurement, an arc second. And so just to remind you, a circle is 360 degrees, and in that circle you can take minutes, and there are 60 minutes in 1 degree, and then you take that and break that down into 60 seconds per minute. And so we're looking at the tiniest little small angular measurement, which is 1,296,000 seconds of arc angular measure in a circle. So the point is, that's really small, really, really small. So that's what we're looking at, and we're making those type of measurements with this sky meter. As we look, let's look at the cylindrical view of this. Now this is more like it. This is kind of the way you go out and look, but remember, it's a cylinder. It's not just there, it's all around you. And as you look, here's the Austin area from West Cave. And you can see it's, again, the visual magnitude is 17, and then as you go up, it gets a lot better. So the software allows you to look at all this, and once again, you can program the software. It has the capability of going forward in time to how much worse is this going to be in 5 years. You can calculate that, or it has the ability in its program to make those calculations, okay? And that's very important. And then, or we have more of a hemispherical view like this. Okay, so let's go back to the working image again, and notice on the left-hand side, there are all kinds of parameters. I'm not going to go through them all, but they allow you to change the image quality, the number of stars, the Milky Way. If the moon is in the picture, you can eliminate that. If there are clouds in the picture, it'll eliminate that. It's just, you name it, it'll do it. That's how good it is, okay, this particular software. Let's look at the next image, which is the luminosity or cloud or CCT temperature. Let's go back to the azimuthal view. So this is the corrected color temperature of the sky. Notice down here, it's 5,000. And as you move up, it gets to a different number, 5,200 and so forth. So this is the Kelvin temperature, which we've been talking about with lighting all afternoon, right? Basically. So here's a cylindrical view as well. And again, this is the one really that makes more sense. Here it is, again, towards Austin, and then San Antonio, which is a lot farther away, all right? So the data continues to also provide you with the luminosities. This is sky brightness, and luminosity is almost the same, but that's basically the candelia per meter squared, or in this case, it's given as micro candelia per meter squared, as you see on the lower left, okay? One of the other things that goes along with this map is if you go to your light pollution map, basically off of the Google map. So here we're looking at the area where we're at, and you can see it's pretty terrible right here for Austin, in terms of lighting, and also for San Antonio.
Yeah, not Google Maps.
What? Yeah.
Light pollution.
Light pollution map. But isn't it on Google?
It's not on Google.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, just Google, what I was trying to say is you Google light pollution map and you get it. There you go. Got it straight. So here, of course, is Fredericksburg and all that. But here's the other thing that this gives you, and this is all in the program, by the way, that's all kind of built in, the sky brightness map. So this is the scary one that shows you how really bad it is for looking at Austin and San Antonio. You can zoom out and go wherever you want and look at any part of the sky. And if you also click on it, it gives you the roughly, estimated value of sky quality meter. That's not really correct. It just gives you basically an estimate basically of that, okay? All right. So how are we going to do this is the next question. How are we going to utilize it is where we're at. So this is a $5,000 or more instrument. And so we're going to have a kind of a committee that sits and looks at the requests that'll come, I'm assuming, through DarkSky to you.
Actually, we have a researcher working on the best places for us to take the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in other words, if you ask to use this instrument, you're not going to get it right away. How's that? So you're not going to get it. We'll review. We'll have a form set up for you to basically give us the information that you're looking for, what you hope to receive, and if it's available to you. And then we won't ship it through mail. It's too expensive to do that. We will deliver it.
Will have to come take
Yeah, we will have to do it.
We will not turn the camera on.
Exactly, and because it's got all these parameters that we have to set up and do correctly, we'll probably, in terms of the committee, be the individuals working on that and doing it. In other words, you just won't get it and say, here, have fun. We won't do that, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. So, it's an instrument in your arsenal for basically getting information for an application. And not only that, it's a research instrument to look forward into what will happen with lighting down the road as your community, gets a larger population. Then the lighting is going to go up. Or if you definitely change the lighting requirements to less lighting, shielding, amber, and all that, this program will kind of show you that. Okay. And I think that's where I'm at for questions. You can help me answer them.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How is this different than, like, say, the all-sky camera that is like on the Hedron side?
The all-sky camera?
This is an all-sky camera.
This is an all-sky.
You said it was like 5,000, but the one on there is like 1,000.
On what?
Oh, she's asking like an all-sky camera.
Oh, sorry, like the site. I didn't know if is it the program that it's
The program is very expensive.
That's
Right.
expensive,
That
so-
does the analysis.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm.
That's what's,
So
that,
just
yeah.
because you have an Oscar camera doesn't mean you have this program.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
They have to count.
Is that available to be bought to pair with it, or is it something that only you do? Does that make sense?
It comes, it comes with
We
it.
got a grant for his camera, but we don't have the program, so.
Well,
No.
you have to,
Here you go.
For the program, the people that do the program had to configure the camera. You had to buy it through them.
Right.
To get this very detailed research grade program, that will provide research grade information.
It's the same place we get our SQ, it's like Hedron.
Oh, from Unihedron.
Yeah, it's Unity, yeah.
This one was recommended to us by John Barentine as the best
We
one
haven't bought it yet.
to get.
We just got the grant.
Right, so we purchased it through the people in Slovenia that make it, that write the program, that they take the camera out and configure it specifically for us, and
provide the training.
and provide the training.
Yeah.
And provide the training.
Yes.
So we can take suggestions of where we will come take pictures, but, we are also working with a researcher at Texas State who is working on determining some of the best places to take it, because the picture we took for this one was a sample for us to get so that we could do the training. They recommend that we have it on, like higher, so we don't have so many
Right.
trees interfering. There's a list of recommendations about where you take it. So we're working on putting together a list. We want to be able to have it so that we can provide pictures from a lot of different places around Texas, and if you get at a good height, then you can see, a good 150 miles with it and identify light domes, and it can help us document what's going on so that we can then work with you, or you can take the pictures we have and work with your local authorities and say, look, this is what's happening, and this is, the source of the light pollution in this location. Yeah.
So it's different than just an all-sky camera, which just looks at the sky and looks at clouds and basically the weather. This is a whole different thing. And to answer your question, as Cindy said, it's really we're paying for the programming and the expertise that put it together and the company that did that. And we went through like 3-4 hours of training, and we still are, our minds are going crazy about how to. There's just so much stuff in here. It's beyond belief that it can do. Okay.
I know the kind of meter you're talking about, Unihedron makes, and I'll talk to you off.
Here, you want to talk to me?
Oh yeah, because I know the kind of meter you're talking about that Unihedron makes, and I'll talk to you later about that. I actually have one, so it's an all sky. It works in a really different way. You kind of take spot samples all over the sky, and then it stitches it together. It's got some limitations compared to this. You can't remove the Milky Way, and I've even talked to Anthony T. Catch, and he says, yeah, there's no way to remove the Milky Way from it. So anyway, yeah. But it's not nearly sophisticated. It's also a difference between about, $600 versus $5,500.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, go ahead.
Well, it sounds to me like it's a very sophisticated piece of equipment, but we need to use it to document a baseline throughout the state. Is that?
That's correct.
Yes.
That's right. That's exact.
Is that what you are going to do? Are you going to try to document a baseline throughout the state?
I can't see us covering everywhere in the state, but for instance, I spent some time on the phone with Stephen Hummel the other day, and we were talking about concern that we'll discuss at dinner about the potential lighting along the border. And we were talking about where he's got one, and where he could take pictures and where we might take pictures, so that between us, we could get most of the border documented of what it is now, in case they come in with big stadium lights there. So we'll do that, but we also want to get some key areas around the state and locations that will show a big enough distance that we have some pretty big circles that we have covered.
Personally, we are very concerned about Gillespie County because it's growing so fast. And so, can we get on a list to ask you?
Yes.
To
Yes, you can get on a list and say, hey, we've got a good spot. Maybe it's that big rock up there we could get up high. And there in Gillespie County, and, carry it up on the rock and take some pictures there, because that would give us a huge view field that would not only help Gillespie County, but it would reach other counties around.
What's it look like?
It looks like a camera.
Like a camera.
No, it's not.
No, it's just a little.
Okay.
I have a picture of it over there in my notes. You can see it.
How many of them are there in the state? Do you have any idea?
One.
One?
In this state, in Texas, I know of 2.
Okay, 2.
Ours and one other. Well, and they don't, no, the one that McDonald has does not have the sophisticated software that
Yeah.
we've got. They have a version of, that was kind of put together from what the National Park Service originally came up with. And it's much more difficult to deal with and doesn't give the information that our programs that we have can give. We've got one other individual who says that he will fund one, and we're gonna work with getting, having two in the state that are this quality level.
Yeah, so we're getting an updated software, I understand, too,
Yeah.
which is part of this. As soon as the software is improved, we get that.
Update our software.
Right, and by the way, all these images were taken by Cindy, right? So, give her credit. All righty, thank you.